Back on Triad today, and I'm always glad when we can talk about my alma mater, even though they don't claim me, UNCG that is. Next to me is somebody who's going to talk about healthy relationships, and that's something we can all benefit from. Here she is, Dr. Christine Murray. She's a professor in the Counseling and Educational Development Department at UNCG School of Education. Welcome to the show, Doc.
Thanks so much for having me here.
Let me first ask you, I know you're director of something called the Healthy Relationship Initiative. What is that?
The Healthy Relationships Initiative is a partnership between UNCG and the Phillips Foundation, and we work with a lot of different community partners to promote happy, healthy, and safe relationships in Guilford County and beyond.
Boy, we all need that. Now, what I want to do, because time gets away from us very quickly, I want to make sure we get a plug in for this big week that's coming up of February 10th through the 16th. A lot of things. I'm going to mention some things, and you just tell me something about it. February 10th is something called Sundays Unplugged. What is that?
Yeah, so on Sunday, our Healthy Relationships Week kicks off with Sundays Unplugged, and that is a partnership with the Greensboro Children's Museum. And actually, every Sunday in February, adults who turn in their cell phone at the front desk at the Greensboro Children's Museum can get free admission to the museum.
Turn in the cell phones. February 11th, Outreach for Students. I saw an email about that. What do you mean?
So on that day, we'll be working with the UNCG Campus Violence Response Center, and our HRI team will be partnering with them to promote healthy relationships on the UNCG campus to college students.
All right. Now, on February 12th, there's something called Infertility Training. How does that figure into this whole initiative?
So on February 12th, we've got a professional training for local professionals who work with families and people who are involved in different relationship issues, and it covers the roller coaster ride of infertility.
Okay. Now, February 13th, there's something called the Grandparents Workshop. I want to hear about that. What is that?
Sure, we're really excited about that. That's a new program this year. And so on February 13th, we've got a workshop for grandparents with or without their grandchildren, and the topic is grandparenting in the digital age. And our goal for that workshop is to help grandparents really think about not just some of their frustrations around technology that they may have and seeing how it's taking over their grandchildren's lives, but also how they might be able to be more comfortable using technology as actually a tool to connect with their grandchildren.
That is so cool, and I didn't think about that because I'm technologically stupid, and I thought when you were coming on to talk about healthy relationships, it was all going to be about, your partner, your wife, your spouse, whatever, and how, and yet this is sort of an offshoot because the grandparents want to be more involved in their grandchildren's lives, and that's a healthy relationship if they can relate to them, right?
That's right. So we do say that we promote healthy relationships of all kinds. So of course, couples, families, but also friendships, workplace relationships, and grandparenting relationships.
Exactly.
Too.
Well, my wife and I have a healthy relationship. Each day she tells me what to do, and I do it. I don't know what that. I guess that's a good relation. Now, on February 14th, Valentine's Day, Survival Guide is being released. What do you mean a survival guide?
That's right. So through our website and our social media that day, we'll be releasing a Valentine's Day survival guide. We know some people love Valentine's Day, but there's some other people who are a little skeptical about it and who have a hard time getting through the day, such as if they've recently gone through a breakup or if they're single.
Right.
So we'll be releasing a survival guide that day to help people kind of make the most of that day.
That's cool. February 15th, Healthy Dating. Is that a seminar? What's going on with that?
That is actually a free online relationship program, and we will be speaking with Robin Campbell, who's the director of the Counseling Center at Bennett College. And it's just an opportunity for people to take a little bit of time to learn about healthy dating relationships.
And then finally on February 16th, something called Family Fun Day.
That's right. So Family Fun Day is a partnership with the YMCA of Greensboro. And on that day, at 3 different branches of the YMCA, at Ragsdale, Bryan YMCA, and Spears YMCA, we'll be out, and anytime between 10 and 1, families can stop by and play and kind of learn about healthy relationships and just take the time to celebrate as a family.
Family that plays together stays together,
That's
something
right.
like that.
Yeah.
And now I want to get, before we lose this time on this, a couple websites. GuilfordHRI.org will get you to some specifics about this initiative, and then of course www.uncg.edu. We have about 15 seconds left. Can you give me one quick tip on how to have a healthy relationship?
Sure. I mean, there's lots of things, and definitely visit our website for lots of tools and resources, but I think the number one thing people can do is just be intentional about building healthy relationships.
Good.
Especially in our busy world, it's important to just make that effort.
Dr. Christine Murray, thanks for doing this.
Sure. Thanks again.
All right. We'll be right back after this.